Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we will learn about get window, focus window, and set window state action in Power Automate desktop. So please watch this video till then so that you can understand it completely. And if you have not subscribed my YouTube channel, please subscribe it. So let's get started. So first what I will do is I will use the get window action. I will drag this action here, and here it shows that gets a running window for automatic desktop application. And then you have an option to get window. So what you can do is you can use the specific window, right? And there is an option to use foreground window, right? So when you use the foreground window, then whatever the window is in the foreground, that window will be, you know, will be in focus. And if you use a specific window, then you have to capture the UI element. You have to click on add UI element and select that window, right? And then there is an option to, you can say that bring window to the front, so you can enable it. And then in the advanced section, when you go, it gives you an option to choose what if that window does not uh, does is not available, right? By default, timeout is 5 seconds, but you can change it to 15 seconds, 20 seconds as per your requirement. And the window will be stored in the automation window variable, right? And then when you go to on error property, here you can specify how many times you want to retry this action if it is failed. So let's say 2 times you want to retry and at the interval of 5 seconds, right? And if you click on new rule, you can set a variable. When there is an error while executing this action, you can set some value. And also you can choose, runs of flow if you want to log that error, and if you want to send out an email to inform somebody that there has been an error while getting the window, right? And then here you have an option to continue flow run, where you can specify with what you want to do. So if there is an error on this action get window, then till you can say go to next action, or you can say that repeat this action, right? And then you can also specify the go to label. So in this case you will have to flow control, and from there you have to drag the label and specify the label. Then that label will be reflecting here, right? So I will go back and click on clear all, which means it will clear all those properties that we have just seen. And then I will click on return to parameters. And then what I will do is I will work with a notepad window, right? So I will click on add UI element, and you can see that this window is in focus now, right? So I can focus my cursor, and then when the window is highlighted, to capture this window I will press Ctrl and left mouse click, and now this window is captured. Now what do I want to do? I want to bring it to the front, right? And then automation window variable will be populated with the value, right? And then I will click on save. Now if I go to the UI elements, you can see here the selector, right? So it says that it is on the desktop window, and the window name is Untitled hyphen Notepad, and the process name is Notepad. So this is a selector. If you want to modify, you can double click on it and you can choose the property as you wish. So let's say if I say contains notepad just, right? And then class is also notepad, and then can click on update. Now what I will do is I will just click on run, and you can see that notepad window now it is in focus, and it is also in the front, right? So just like this you can use get window action. And also when you come here in the automation window variable, you can see that it has a property which is named, which is having a value as 988364, and this is a window instance, it is saying. So the type is window instance, right? So this is the use of get window action. Now let's say what I want to do is I want to focus this window. So what it does is activates and brings to the foreground a specific window. So here also you have an option, right? So it says that by window UI element, right? By window instance handle, right? And by title and or class. So what I will do is I will click on cancel, and then I will disable it, and then I will run it. So now you can see that when I uncheck that option, it did not bring that window in the front, right? But you can see that the automation window is populated, right? It is initialized with the value. Okay, so now this is of type window instance, correct? I will go to the focus window, right? And here what I will do is I will choose by window instance, and here I have an option to choose this variable because this is a window instance that it has got, right? And after getting it, it will bring it to the front. So there are two actions which are being used. One is get window, which will search for that specific window, and once that is found, then it will come and say that bring it to the foreground. Now I will run the bot, and here you can see that the window is in the front, right? In focus window I can use by window UI element, and then I can click on window, and then I will click on add UI element. Now what I will do is I will capture this window. So to capture this, I will focus the window and then press Ctrl and left mouse click. Window is captured now, and then I will click on save, and now I will run the bot. And here you can see that once the execution is completed, it has got that window in the front, right? So this is how you can choose the focus window action. There is another way. In focus window, you have an option to, you know, choose by title and class. In that case, what you will have to do is you will have to click on select window, and then you have to highlight that window which you want to focus, and then you have to press Ctrl and left mouse click. And you can see here that it has window title and the class is notepad. And here you can use the wildcard characters as well. So let's say there can be untitled or cannot be untitled, keyword in the title of the window. You can replace it with star. And there can also be something else after the notepad. So there also you can replace it with stars, which means there can be zero or more characters before and after the notepad, right? And then I will click on save. I will delete this get window. To work with focus window, you do not need get window, not necessarily, but you can, if you want to use, you can use it with it as well. And now I will run the bot. As you can see, with that title and class, this window is in focus, right? So this is all about the focus window action in Power Automate Desktop. Okay, now the next action is set window state. In set window state action, it says that it restores, maximizes, or minimizes a specific window, right? And then here you have an option how you can find a window. So it can be by window UI element, by instance handle, and by title or class, right? So what I will do is I will select this element, right? Untitled notepad 2, and then what I want to do is I want to maximize it. I will run it. So now the bot is running. It will first focus that window and then it will set the window state. And as you can see, it has maximized that window, right? Now let's say if I want to, you know, minimize it, or let's say I want to restore it, then I will choose the restored and then click on save, and then I will run the bot. As you can see, it has restored the same window. Now let's say if I want to minimize it, okay, and then I will run the bot. So what it will do is it will first bring that window in the front and then it will minimize it. As you can see, that window is minimized. Now if I want to restore it, I will click on save and I will run the bot. It will restore that window, as you can see here. The same thing can be done here as well. So instead of by window UI element, you can use by window instance handle, right? In this case, you will have to specify the instance. And because we don't have that instance, and for this, if you're going to use the by window instance and handle, in that case, it is mandatory that you should use get window, right? And when you use get window, then you will have to choose the window and then you have to choose this variable, right? So now if you come here in the set window state and click on this drop down, you will have this variable. You can use it. And then let's say I want to maximize it. Then I will click on save and then I will run the bot. Now bot is running. So it will first find that window and then it will try to maximize it. Now if I go and check the notepad window, you can see that it is in maximized state, right? You did not see that happening on the screen because we did not specify that you need to bring that window in the front. So if I click on this option, right? So after finding that element, it will bring that window in the front and then it will set the state of that window. Then I will click on save, and then let's say I want to restore that window. I will select it and then I will click on save, and then I will run the bot. Now you will see everything happening on your screen, as you can see. So first it has got the window, it has focused it, and it brought it in the front, and then it has set the window state, which is restored, right? So it is mandatory to use get window if you are going to use by instance slash handle, right? And if you are going to use by title or class, you can again use the select window, and then you can press Control and left mouse click to get the title and class of that window. And then you can, fine tune the title. You can use star if you want, if you think that there can be more than one character before and after the specific word. And then you can click on select, you can click on save, and then you can run the bot. And now when it will find the window and then it will set the window state. So in this case it was specified as restored, so it didn't do anything. But if you make it maximized and run the bot, then it will, you know, maximize that window. So now the bot is running and it will find the window and it will set the window state. So this is how you can use get window, focus window, and set window state action in Power Automate Desktop. If you like this video, please click on the like button and please subscribe my YouTube channel. And if you have any question, please post it in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.